Inside a $170 million 18th century London mansion. Shit better be cool.
Hi AD, welcome to Sloan House.
This 18th century home
Thanks
has
for having
8
me.
bedrooms, 12 bathrooms, and spans over 20,000 square feet.
I love this chandelier. It's a custom chandelier with 150,000 pieces of crystals, going from
Very
bronze
cool
finishes to gold, which is obviously my favorite color. This panther couch is obviously one of my favorite pieces of the house, and the panther is my favorite animal, which shows inspiration throughout the whole house.
Looks like in Nintendo 64 Smash Bros. When you fight like the Metal Warriors, Metal Mario and all them, or is that Melee?
Welcome to our formal dining room, a room that we actually use a lot. We used a lot through lockdown, and we had fancy dinners in here as a family. It's darker tones in this room, but it's softened by the natural light and the views of the garden. Obviously, the first time you walk in this room, the chandelier is the main showstoppers, and there's lots of elements of Petra in this room, coming from the sparkles in the rug, which then elements of the table.
Remarkable waste of money.
One of my favourite parts of this room as a design feature is actually how well we've hidden the radiators, which is with this custom cabinetry.
They just added like diamonds and crystals to everything. That's why it's so expensive. That's like the stupidest fucking thing you could do.
Double fridges, freezers, wine coolers, and the appliances throughout are Gaggenau.
There's amazing natural light coming in
Fuck
through
is
the garden
Gaggenau?
into the kitchen.
Get some cool brands, like KitchenAid. They have like that cool sausage
Sloan House
maker.
actually compromises of 2 homes, Sloan House and Sloan Lodge. We're now in the lodge side of the home, which has its own entrance, which we would bring guests
Gagging
to for
on
events.
these nuts.
This is one of my favourite rooms of the whole house. So the first thing that hits you when you enter this room.
So when I bought this house, there was no lower level. We excavated the basement and we dug down 15 meters deep to make this hotel amenity type spa into a residential house.
I think what's good to know as well, due to permitting laws
That's pretty
now in
cool.
London,
That's
you cannot recreate this. So down here
pretty
we have
fucking
a
cool.
17 meter by 9 meter swimming pool, spa, 10-man jacuzzi, steam and sauna, floating day beds.
And the bar for parties. So over here we have a gym for the adults and then a really cool area for the children to play at.
Holy shit.
We've actually got a squash court behind us, which we turned into a kids' play area. So the kids are entertained while we're working out.
That's why we turned it into like a soft play, which is obviously very child friendly.
To give this perspective
there's gonna be chaos
I'm
in there.
6'4".
So this is my beauty salon, the area where I get my glam done. Leading down to the
You said
salon
Isaac?
area, there's a feature of gold chains, which basically give a glimmer.
This is probably like the
reflection
most
of light throughout
opulent
the hallway.
mansion we've seen.
There's the pedicure station.
This is
that you
crazy.
can get your
Everything
hands
is
and
gold.
feet
It's like
done,
Goldmember
and then
from
the
Austin
washing
Powers.
up basin, obviously to get your hair done professionally, and then the
She
glam
has no
area where you get
shame
your
in
makeup
being
done.
an
It's definitely a
absolutely
lighter palette,
spoiled,
obviously to give a more feminine touch to the room. In the walls, there's a
unnaturally
resin with
wealthy
iridescent
person.
effect of sparkles, and then on the doors we have nude coloured.
She really
lacquer,
seems like
which
someone that would be
features
betting in a
throughout
Squid
the
Game.
lower ground levels of the house. So in a house this size, being on 6 floors, we had to renovate it and add a lift in. So I'll meet you at the top.
Oh my god. Did you see the fucking stairs? Even the stairs have diamonds in them. This house is valued at $170 million and half of it is in diamonds and crystals that are literally used to step on. Look at this shit. Oh my god. How do they get rich? She's just an heiress, right? Let me see. The London home of Formula One heiress Petra Eccleston. She is the daughter of English Formula One billionaire Bernie Eccleston. This guy looks like money. How is Formula One so profitable? It makes no sense to me. Yeah, so she just has it all from being his daughter. F1 is a billionaire club? I guess, yeah. I don't know a whole lot about Formula One. Sometimes you just get born lucky. Get fucked, nerds. Should have gone to a wealthier family. Dummies. Easy tier 1 Perkin beans and the prime nerdy
So we're
one.
here at the top of the house now,
Good
and one of the most
spawn.
magical features of the house is the beautiful chandelier from the top of the house that goes through all the floors down to the bottom. It's like shattered pieces of diamonds or glass, which obviously there's natural light from the window behind that is then reflected onto the chandelier, and it basically just...
One thing I will say about her in particular though, she's shameless. Like, a lot of these wealthy people, you'll hear them being kind of modest. I have to reopen everything. I accidentally closed all my shit. you'll hear them being modest and like, oh, I actually don't live that lavish. But she's like, yes, these diamonds are encrusted in the toilet seat just because I like how they feel on my ass.
Before a very traditional room, which we transformed it to become more modern, and it just came to life. And then these chandelier ice cream lights.
Every single room has a chandelier. Genuinely every single room.
We redesigned each room to have the bedroom,
even the closets,
dressing room, and then the bathroom.
What were these, aborted fetuses that she's keeping in jars or something? What the fuck was this? Is that art? Why is there art here in the fucking kids' room? This is creepy. Oh, they're little flowers. We measured all the hanging space and the shoes, obviously for children's clothing, which can be adjusted when they get to a larger size. But for right now, it fits for kind of a younger size up to teenage. So this is my boys' room, and the theme behind it was kind of the inside of a rocket spaceship. They're a huge fan of cars, as I am, so we did these light fixtures, which are actually gold Lamborghinis, and then the starlight on the ceiling. They're actually scared of sleeping in the dark, so the light features are diamonds
on at nighttime, so they're not as scared, and it kind of twinkles at nighttime.
I actually bet these are literal diamonds just reflecting light up there, and it is genuine gold Lamborghini fixtures.
So this is our primary bedroom. This was the last bedroom that we redesigned, and I worked with a close friend called Gavin Broden. It's definitely
controversial moments in Smash history. Oh. Alright, we can do the most controversial moments in Smash history. I prefer the salty moments, but I'll trust you. This better be fucking good.
And right now, Ice is not... Well, he had SFAT in a pretty bad position.
Yeah, they were both stuck in steel for a second. That's it. Yeah, SFAT couldn't get over there.
And this is tight. Oh.
Ooh. That's fine. That's fine.
It's...
What? Oh.
What's happening?
Are they calling it?
Is this a strategy? Actual fist fight?
Hold up. So, Scar, I guess, thought he was out of stock, so he wanted to press start to take the stock.
Thanks, Reset Riddler.
Ice is saying, let's play it out. Leffen wants this win.
Listen up.
There it is.
If the game is paused accidentally while attempting to steal a life, the opposing team may deem that life forfeit.
Wow.
So, if the game is paused accidentally to take a life, the opposing team, which is Leffen and Ice, can deem that life forfeit, meaning they can force Scar to just run it off.
That stock you wanted that was yours
Done.
Doesn't exist. 7 stocks, 8 stocks in this team match.
Finito. And they made him do it. I respect that.
Look at the rules.
Play to win.
And you know,
then he
SFAT
1v2s
right now.
He can be all he wants. That was on Scar.
Yeah.
That's something you got to be careful for. I honestly appreciate somebody playing
the rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Because I think too many get overlooked, and if you're gonna have a Bible of them, why not?
Nobody likes that shit. That's kind of fucked.
With all that being said,
I don't think it's that controversial.
We don't even need to worry about him.
Actually, this is winners.
And this game and set is over.
Yes. Leffen and Ice.
And this is why Leffen is the most hated man on Smash Bros.
He's actually living it up.
I have never. Oh my goodness.
I've heard this plenty of times, but what the crowd doesn't understand is that with a person like this, they're just.
Yo! Oh my goodness!
Is it going to be another pause?
Can't get grabbed, man. Yes. Will this be?
Roll. It's over.
Wow.
What's happening?
Wait, so
here we go. We got some news.
DJ Nintendo with the breaking news.
With the breaking Round 5 news.
Hey, Otashi.
DJ, what is this breaking news?
Breaking news is that all tournament, Muta King has been going back to the same stage he's been winning on, apparently. So now, Game 5 has to be replayed.
Game 5 of Muta King is going to be replayed?
It will be replayed.
Not as fun as salty moments. It's just baffling, weird shit. Biggest paintball freakouts. Oh my god. This video is a time capsule. Paintball, rage faces, holy shit.
Beans out! Beans out!
Oh, fuckhead! What the fuck?
Beans out? Oh, he's getting beaned! Watch out for the beans!
Hold your gun down. Don't sit down. Don't sit down.
Jesus Christ. That's war for you.
Hey, calm down. Hey, deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I'm out.
What is happening?
Boom! I'm out! Boom! I'm out! That's exactly what I did, but no! Boom! Boom! He's not out, guys! Oh, let's shoot at him! Yay!
What the fuck is going on? Just get the fuck out then! Holy shit, negative 360p. I feel like I've seen this video at some point. Definitely seen this one. Is this like a classic one? This was a big one. Honestly, paintballs hurt so fucking bad. When I did that, like 2 months ago, did that can I pass a 3rd grade test while getting shot with paintballs, I didn't expect it to be that painful. I had like huge bruises for the better part of 3 weeks. But I also did it shirtless, so I guess that probably didn't help.
Hey, you're done. Put your barrel bag on.
You didn't handle it too well? It was fucking painful.
I don't know.
I was getting shot like from me to that door. Like it hurts.
Wow, you broke it.
Fucking rough.
You broke it, man.
What? Don't! What are you doing? Well, you can easily fix it, you... Oh my god! You just broke it off!
Whoa!
Oh, come on, be nice to the tipman. Not very good freakouts, it's just a bunch of kids. Where's like the man freakouts?
Hey!
Yeah, airsoft freakouts are much better. Which is surprising to me, because airsoft never really hurt. Paintballs are fucking painful. Then you also had those assholes that would freeze the paintballs too. Luckily I didn't have to do that for the 3rd grade test thing, but still, shit's rough. History of Neopets controversy. Is it like some dark stuff? Like what happened in Neopets? You're saying it's really bad? I'm expecting actual like war crimes, drug cartel, maybe like a market where you could purchase guns through Neopets or something. Like I'm expecting something kind of big now. Yeah, fuck.
Neopets, one of the web's earliest pet sites in the virtual world that launched 1,000 virtual worlds. There's a good chance that any young adult you ask will have many fond memories of Neopets.
I don't have many fond memories of
about their
Neopets.
beloved Jub Jub or the time they accrued millions of Neopoints through illicit trading and became a tycoon. You know, typical kid stuff. But it wasn't all rainbows and fairies on Neopets, and the site is infamous for the many scandals that it's gotten itself into over the years. Today, let me take you on a journey, an exploration of the many strange scandals that our beloved Neopets has gotten itself into over the years. Before we get on with the video, I'd just like to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Honey. I'm sure that these days most of the shopping you do is probably online. That's where Honey comes in.
Webkins was the shit.
To understand all of Neopets' controversies, we first have to start at the beginning. Neopets was created by Adam Powell and Donna Williams, who conceived the idea in 1997 and launched the site in November of 1999. In the beginning, the goal of the site was to, quote, keep university students entertained and possibly make some cash from banner advertising. The site was fairly simple. Users would look after their own virtual pets, play minigames, and chat to others on the forum. The original site was extremely rough around the edges, littered with pop culture references and half-baked creature designs, but the ideas were all there. The creature designs were strange yet lovable, the games were simple yet addictive, and a system where Neopets had to be cared for regularly kept players coming back for more. By Christmas of 1999,
it was a very smart idea.
Over 600,000 views daily, and the developers were struggling to keep up with the server costs and surge of popularity. Powell and Williams had no idea that the site would blow up so much in just a little under a month, and so they began looking for investors who could help them manage their newly viral site. And this is where we reach controversy number 1.
Scientology and shady advertising. Alright, we're already starting off strong.
Adam and Donna met Doug During, who agreed to invest in Neopets alongside several other investors. They all brought shares in early January of 2000, presumably waiting until after the turn of the century, just in case Y2K wiped out the entire Neopets website.
And it almost did.
It's always good to be on the safe side. Many have even cited the website as a sort of safe haven for kids in the early 2000s, during a time where the internet could be openly unfriendly beyond your small web ring of friends. So Neopets was the hottest new trend, and despite its original demographic of college students and young adults, it's a big hit with kids and tweens. It seemed like everything was going great, and at the time it very much was, but it would come out years later that Doug During and his team were Scientologists. Now, for legal reasons, all of this is completely alleged, and this is all in the context of education and entertainment in the form of recounting a series of events that happened according to
I'm not gonna
publicly
sue you or
available
anything. You can just
sources.
start lying
Okay,
if
with
you
that out
want.
of the way, let's
Make it
continue.
interesting.
For a period of about
They're
5 years in the early
Scientologists.
2000s, Doug
They
During
collected
was the
eyeballs, I
CEO
don't
and
care.
primary investor in Neopets, and also happened to be a Scientologist. Scientology actually made much less of an impact on the site than many people have claimed. Quote, "The company was structured like a Scientology org. It didn't really change anything that I noticed apart from some odd tests that interviewees had to take consisting of questions like which straight lines seem friendlier and stuff like that.
Sounds like a normal
We also
question
had
to
a lot of
answer.
obscure celebrities coming around the office for tours. At one time there was some talk about putting Scientology education on the site, but we killed that idea pretty sharpish.
cool.
Adam and I made sure that it never made its way onto anything site related." Patricia Illingworth, a senior fellow at the Kennedy School of Government's Carr Center for Human Rights at Harvard, was quoted in an outline article calling the business model morally unethical for a variety of reasons. Regardless, aside from
Why
a
not
lot
just
of
make a
fear-mongering and
Scientology church
childhood
in
ruined
Neopets?
posts
I
about
think they should've.
Scientology's involvement, the organization itself had
Imagine
little
the cool
bearing on the
mini-games.
website. Due to Adam and Donna's refusal
Threats,
to add politics or religion to
suing,
the game, it
and
remained
teach kids some
largely
valuable
unchanged
stuff.
in that regard. It turns out that the most interesting thing that Doug During brought to the table wasn't Scientology, but something called immersive advertising. During the early days of the site, Adam and Donna had been making money from pop-up and banner ads, which were commonplace
Learn
on the
to
internet
feed
at the time.
Xenu.
However, Doug During was a businessman first
that'd
and
be cool.
foremost, and putting that business acumen to work, he created something that he called immersive advertising. These days, product placement is pretty common, with everything from movies to TV shows to music videos having those shots that linger just a little bit too long on a pair of Beats headphones or a Coke can. Back in the early 2000s though, for a game like Neopets, this was virtually unheard of. From a 2002 Time magazine article, quote, "At the Neopia food shop, Uh-Oh Oreo cookies, Nestle Sweethearts, and Laffy Taffy candy, along with unprocessed foods, have occasionally
Neopets
been
equals the
available to
OG
buy with Neo
metaverse.
points to feed virtual pets. Kids can also win points by watching cereal ads or movie
The
trailers in the
Scientology
Disney
one's not
theater.
that
The
crazy
Neopets
so
team were
far.
adding
So it just seems like they were Scientologists, but it didn't really do much. Let me see the other shit.
It turns out that it wasn't just targeted advertising that was raising concerns on Neopets.com. Many parents had begun to worry about the normalization of gambling on the website. Neopets
Gambling's
had a whole
fine.
host of
It's
addictive
just
gambling
free
games,
money.
from Brucey B slots to Bilge
You
Dice
just
to Wheel of
win
Excitement,
and you
even
can't
had casino
lose.
games like blackjack and poker. There was also, of course, the Neopian stock market, where kids could put together their very own portfolio of
Holy
fictional
shit.
investments and watch haplessly as all their stocks plummeted. Also, fun fact,
That's
apparently
fucking
shortly
awesome.
before Viacom purchased Neopets, Doug During admitted that he purposely messed with the
Hey, Zerisa
Neopian
Bryant.
stock market to bankrupt the in-game companies.
Robo
Such a
Dino.
fucking troll. Of course, these games were played with Neopoints, a virtual currency. It's not like Neopets was getting all these kids into real debt over Jub blackjack.
Walrus.
These rising concerns came to a head in 2004 when Neopets partnered with
I know
McDonald's
Neopets
to
has
include
NFTs
Neopets
now.
plushies with every
I
Happy
heard.
Meal. Damn, McDonald's toys used to actually be good. These are some
He's a
sweet
prime
pieces
wizard.
of merch. Anyway, every Neopet plushie came with a tag which directed kids to the Neopets website, and when one mother, quote, discovered her 9-year-old playing online poker to feed his virtual pet, she went to the media, because of course she did. She contacted Australian current affairs show Today Tonight, who aired the story Parents Not McHappy Over Pokey Toy. For those outside of Australia and
title.
New Zealand, a pokey is another word for a fruit machine / poker machine. I couldn't for the life of me find any video.
This is the most Australian shit ever. If you want to know anything in Australia, like what the slang means, just take the word and add an IE or an EY to it. That's how they do all their fucking slang.
Today
It's so
Tonight, who aired the
fucking
story
goofy.
Parents Not
Every single thing in Australia has this. Literally everything. Oh my god, it's so fucking frustrating. I think it's something like 500 Australian slang have whatever plus IE or EY. It makes me so mad. It's 125 different words. Oh my god, like breakfast is called brekkie. Of course, the most known one, barbecue, Barbie. It's fucking everything. Teapots are called a billy for some reason. Oh, so stupid. An umbrella is called a brawly. Christmas is called Chrissy. Cigarette, Siggy. Coldy is beer. Ugh. Rumors are called furfies. They have the worst slang of all time. It's like actual 4-year-olds come up with their slang and then they adopt it. It's so weird.
McHappy over Pokey toy. For those outside of Australia and New Zealand, a Pokey is another word for a fruit machine / poker machine. I couldn't for the life of me find any videos of this segment from Today Tonight, but a transcript of the broadcast reads, among the activities the site offers are virtual pokies, roulette games, and card games where one of the cute characters teaches children the rules of poker and blackjack. As Michelle's son Harley explains, you need to gamble to raise points to feed your virtual
slang
Neopets.
for roof?
He says if you don't gamble up enough points to feed your
no
pet, it goes
idea.
to the orphanage.
Probably
Players who don't win
super
enough
fucking
points
stupid,
gambling to buy
like a
food
Sealy.
actually have to send their Neopets to a virtual soup kitchen. A 9-year-old boy doesn't have the ability to question, Michelle said.
Roofie?
He doesn't even know what a
Oh,
virtual
I see what
soup
you're
kitchen
trying to set
is.
up.
Child
Thought you were
psychologist
genuinely
Michael
asking.
Carr-Grigg saying, as far as I'm concerned, this is sanitizing, normalizing, and glamorizing gambling, Mr. Carr-Grigg said.
Goddamn right it is.
I don't necessarily disagree in terms of the ethics of adding gambling to a kid's game, but this news
There's a
article was
Gabriel unit and
blatantly
cheese.
wrong. Yes, Neopets did have gambling games, but they were optional, and Neopets never had a system where pets would be taken to an orphanage if they weren't fed. The kid was only 9, so it's possible that he misunderstood the site or didn't know how to properly explain it, or maybe his mother took it out of context, I don't know. Regardless of the fact that all of this information could have been debunked if the producers of Today Tonight had spent 5 minutes on the website, they
Why would they
obviously
do
weren't
that?
going to do that, so
Outrage
the story
sells.
aired. It caused a huge
all
amount of
about
controversy
outrage,
and drew
baby.
the attention of
Let's get
multiple
mad.
anti-gambling groups and of course flocks of worried parents. The outrage eventually died down when users found out that they could change their country settings to work around this ban, and I believe that it was eventually lifted, but the ban would have a more permanent impact on the site than originally thought. Because of this debacle, Neopets ended up restricting gambling games to kids 13 or over, which many people found pretty ridiculous and arbitrary. Like, a 12-year-old isn't allowed to gamble, but a 13-year-old is?
Yeah, because then they're
These
fully
games were here to
developed,
stay,
I
even
guess.
if the
They've got their
10-year-old
gambling
addict
brain
demographic
going.
was cut off.
Getting kids addicted to gambling is so profitable. Like that's the move. That's the move. That's the wave. That's
In
what you need.
2005, Viacom purchased Neopets for $160 million, and shortly after this, original creators Adam Powell and Donna Williams left Neopets Inc. due to creative differences. Lag bugs.
None
and
of these are like
glitches.
really
Many
dark.
players
You guys
felt
said
that
it was like
Jumpstart
really
letting
heavy
the site
shit.
fall into disrepair, and the general feeling was that they didn't seem to really get Neopets.
I thought Neopets was gonna get real crazy. Why did you believe Chet? I have no fucking idea. To be fair, it started off going on about how Scientology played a role in Neopets, which is cool. And then gambling, cool, I guess.